New media art refers to artworks created with new media technologies, including digital art, computer graphics, computer animation, virtual art, internet art, interactive art, video games, computer robotics, 3D printing, cyborg art, and art as biotechnology. The term differentiates itself by its resulting cultural objects and social events, which can be seen in opposition to those deriving from old visual arts, like traditional painting, sculpture, etc. This concern with medium is a key feature of much contemporary art, and indeed many art schools and major universities now offer majors in new genres or new media, and a growing number of graduate programs have emerged internationally. New media art often involves interaction between artist and observer, or between observers and the artwork, which responds to them. Yet, as several theorists and curators have noted, such forms of interaction, social exchange, participation, and transformation do not distinguish new media art, but rather serve as a common ground that has parallels in other strands of contemporary art practice. Such insights emphasize the forms of cultural practice that arise concurrently with emerging technological platforms and question the focus on technological media per se. New media concerns are often derived from the telecommunications, mass media, and digital electronic modes of delivering the artworks involved. New media concerns. New media concerns are often derived from the telecommunications, mass media, and digital electronic modes of delivering the artworks involved, with practices ranging from conceptual to virtual art, performance to installation. The origins of new media art can be traced to the moving photographic inventions of the late 19th century, such as the zoetrope (1834), the praxinoscope (1877), and Edward Muybridge's zoopraxiscope (1879). From the 1920s through the 1950s, various forms of kinetic and light art, from Thomas Wilfred's Lumiere in 1919 and Clavilux light organs, to John Tingley's self-destructing sculpture Homage to New York 1960, can be seen as progenitors of new media art. In 1958, Wolf Vostell became the first artist who incorporated a television set into one of his works, the Black Room Cycle. This installation is part of the collection of the Berlinische Galerie. During the 1960s, the development of then new technologies of video produced the new media art experiments of Namjoon Paik and Wolf Vostell in the installation 6TV Décollage in 1963 at the Smolin Gallery in New York. A. Michael Knoll and multimedia performances of EAT, Fluxus, and Happening. In 1983, Roy Ascott introduced the concept of distributed authorship in his worldwide telematic project La Pleasure du Texte for Frank Popper's Electra at the Musée d'Art Moderne de la Ville de Paris. The development of computer graphics at the end of the 1980s and real-time technologies then in the 1990s, combined with the spreading of the web and the internet, favored the emergence of new and various forms of interactivity art by Lynn Hirschman Leeson, David Rockaby, Ken Ronaldo, Perry Hoberman, telematic art by Roy Ascott, Paul Sermon, internet art by Vuk Koshik, Jody, virtual and immersive art by Jeffrey Shaw, Maurice Benayon, and large-scale urban installation by Raphael Lozano Hema. Simultaneously, advances in biotechnology have also allowed artists like Eduardo Cac to begin exploring DNA and genetics as a new art medium. New media art influences on new media art have been the theories developed around the hypertext, databases, and networks. Important thinkers in this regard have been Vannevar Bush and Theodore Nelson, whereas comparable ideas can be found in the literary works of Georges-Louis Borges, Italo Calvino, and Julia Cortázar. These elements have been especially revolutionary for the field of narrative and anti-narrative studies, leading explorations into areas such as nonlinear and interactive narratives. In the book New Media Art, Mark Trieb and Rina Jano named several themes that contemporary new media art addresses, including computer art, collaboration, identity, appropriation, open sourcing, telepresence, surveillance, corporate parody, as well as intervention and hacktivism. In the book Post Digital, Maurizio Bolognini suggested that new media artists have one common denominator, which is a self-referential relationship with the new technologies, the result of finding oneself inside an epoch-making transformation determined by technological development. Nevertheless, new media art does not appear as a set of homogeneous practices, but as a complex field converging around three main elements: the art system, scientific and industrial research, and political cultural media activism. There are significant differences between scientist artists, activist artists, and technological artists closer to the art system, who not only have different training and technocultures but have different artistic production. This should be taken into account in examining the several themes addressed by new media art. Non-linearity can be seen as an important topic to new media artists developing interactive, generative, collaborative, immersive artworks like Jeffrey Shaw or Maurice Benayoun, who explored the term as an approach to looking at varying forms of digital projects where the content relays on the user's experience. This is a key concept since people acquired the notion that they were conditioned to view everything in a linear and clear-cut fashion. Now art is stepping out of that form and allowing for people to build their own experiences with the piece. I'm going to stop. I was going to read this whole page. I'm reading the Wikipedia page for new media art, and it's not a great page. It's pretty good. It just doesn't have the vibe of a normal Wikipedia page. Yeah, the history section that I just read says this section needs additional citations for verification. It doesn't really have many citations. Yeah, not very good.